All right, so I got two problems written up here on the board, okay? And we're going to use what we've learned about rounding to round these numbers to help us get an estimate for these answers. Because right now in my head, I couldn't add these two numbers really quick in my head. I'd have to write it down on paper to make sure I was carrying and borrowing and regrouping and everything like that. Same goes for this guy. But what I could do instead is I can round these numbers, make them nice, easy, simpler numbers to deal with. And then I could add them real quick or subtract them real quick and get a good estimate as to what it could be or what it should be when I do the actual workout. So in situations like this, it's best to round to your biggest place value, okay? That's going to be the easiest thing to do. So again, we're going to use the vertical number lines to help us out. And what I want for you guys to do first is I want you to think about the number 505,341. Think about that number. And what would you round this number to if we were rounding to the hundred thousands place? Same thing for 193,841. We're rounding to the hundred thousands place using your vertical number line. Try it out yourself. What would these two numbers round to? All right, awesome. Thank you guys for showing me your work. I'm going to go through the steps that I took real quick just so we can kind of, I don't keep you guys on here too long chatting your ear off. So I started with this number, 505,341. I have 500,000s here, so that's the number I started with. I counted 100,000 up. That gave me 600,000. And I found my midway point, which is 550,000. Because if I counted up from 500,000 to 600,000, I would have 510,000, 520,000, 530,000, 540,000, 550,000 would be my midway point. Okay, you kind of get the idea there. Looking at this number, 505,341, it's not going to be quite to 510,000, right? Because I got a 0 here. So it's actually going to be below, if this was 510,000, it's actually going to be below that. So this number is going to round down to 500,000. Okay, so that's good. So I'm going to have that 500,000 plus, well, here I had 100,000, which I put here. Counted up 100,000 more. That gave me 200,000. That gave me my end point. My midpoint was right here at 150,000. Looking at where I'm at here, I'm at 193,000. That's going to be almost to 200,000. All right, I'd say it's right in here somewhere. 193,841. So it's going to be closer to that 200,000, right? Because it's above 9's more than 5, so it's up there, so we're good to go. So this guy's going to round up to 200,000. Now, can I quickly and easily add 500,000 and 200,000? I sure can. 5 plus 2 is 7. So that is 700,000. So a good estimate for this number right here would be 700,000. Now, is that going to be the exact answer? Is that going to be exactly what that comes out to? No. But I know if I add up these two numbers and I get something close to this, I'm on the right track. If I add up these two numbers and I get 6 million, I'm probably off track. I need to go back and check my math. If I add up these two numbers and I get 500,000, probably a little bit too low, so I want to go back and check my answers. But if I'm anywhere close to 700,000, then chances are I did my math right and I'm in a good spot. That's how rounding can help us to make estimates of what answers should be, or at least be close to when we actually do the work, okay? Let's take a look at this guy now, and I want you guys to tell me what would you round these two numbers to. Again, here I have 35,555, and here I have 26,555. So what place value are we going to round to? Where would be the best place for us to round to? What place value? Perfect. I'm going to agree with you there and say we should run around to the 10,000s place because that's the biggest place value that we have. So if we did that, what would these two numbers work out to be? Go ahead and draw your vertical number lines and figure out what you would round these two numbers to, and then let's compare answers and see what we get. All right, thanks for sharing your answers. Here's what I have so far. So my first number is 35,555. We're rounding to the 10,000s place. So I started with how many 10,000s did I have? I had 3 10,000s, which is 30,000, right? So I started there. I counted up 10,000 more. That gave me to 40,000 there. So that's my end points. And my midpoint would be at 3,500, right? So we're good to go on this one. So let's see where this number is going to fall. And actually, it's going to fall pretty close to our midway point, to our halfway point there. Because 35,555 would be like, I don't know, right about in there somewhere, just over 35,000. So our guy would be here. Sorry for my small little squiggly fives there, but he would be there. So he's above our halfway point. So that would mean we're going to round this guy up to 40,000. Let's take a look at our next guy here. So again, I had two 10,000s that gave me 20,000. Counted up one more 10,000, gave me 30,000. Found my midway point here of 2,500. And our number of 26,000 is going to fall right above here somewhere. So again, pretty close to that middle. Sorry, that should be 26,555. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. All right. So this guy as well is going to round up. So I could round him up to 30,000. Perfect. So now I could subtract these two numbers. So 4 minus 3 is going to give me 1. So I would have 110,000. And there we go. So my answer would be 10,000, or at least my estimate would be, right? I rounded these two numbers. I got an estimate of 10,000. And I'm good to go there. So hopefully my answer, when I subtracted them using the standard algorithm or whatever it is and did it completely, I would get something close to that. Now this is a pretty good estimate, right? Can you think, is there any difference or any different ways I can round that might give me a closer estimate? Because here we rounded out to the 10,000th place, to the greatest place value, right? And we did the same thing over here. What do you think would happen if I changed that up a bit? If maybe I changed the place that I was rounding to? Do you think my answer would be, or my estimate would be a better estimate, or do you think it'd be worse? Okay, I heard a lot of good discussion out there. And actually, what you're going to find is the smaller of the place value you round to, the closer your estimate's going to be to the actual answer. So if instead I had rounded this number to, let's say, the thousands place, right? Each of these numbers, if I rounded them to the thousands place, well, this guy would have rounded up to 36,000. And this guy would have rounded up to 27,000. And if I subtracted those two, I would have gotten 9,000, which is actually going to be a closer estimate to my actual answer than 10,000 is. Doesn't mean 10,000 is wrong, because it's just an estimate, right? And it's still pretty close, like these numbers are still pretty close to each other. But if I had rounded to the thousands place, or even the hundreds place, or even the tens place, it would definitely get me a closer estimate. But it becomes a little bit harder to do that mental math, right? Because 36,000 minus 27,000, I had to think about that one a little bit more than when I was just doing 40,000 minus 30,000. That one was a little bit easier to do in my head. So when you're doing your rounding and when you're doing your estimating, there's not really a wrong answer or a right answer per se. You just want to make sure that you're rounding accurately and that you make your decision. Okay, so if I'm going to round to the thousands place here, I need to round to the thousands place here. And then just make sure that you're doing your addition or subtraction or whatever it is correctly. And your estimation is just going to give you a good spot to kind of frame your thinking about where your actual answer should be. So I hope this helped solidify your understanding a little bit as far as rounding goes and how we can use that vertical number line to help us round. And I also hope that it put into perspective why rounding can be important and how it can be useful, especially when we want to find estimates for answers. So I thank you guys very, very much for watching. Again, as always, please let me know if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. If you need any additional help or anything like that, please reach out. That's what I'm here for. And I thank you guys for watching. See you next time.